everyone. I'm Dixie and welcome to St. Bartholomew's yoga class. Fred's here with me today for the practice and Vicar Deanne is taping the session for us today, so I welcome all of you. Right now, just give yourself permission to take some time, about an hour, for a yoga practice. And I'm kind of centered on thinking about Memorial Day for today's session. So you might see a few poses such as a star pose, an eagle pose, and warrior poses, just to bring out the meaningfulness of Memorial Day. I have a reading I found about Memorial Day. Memorial Day is the day that's set aside to remember with gratitude and pride all those who served and died for our country and our freedom. May your Memorial Day be filled with memories and peace. God bless America. We're going to start with an awareness of our breath today. So just wherever you are, whether you're in an easy seated position already on your mat, or if you're just taking some time to listen to this in a chair, just be aware of your breath. Of your breath breathing in through your nose and out. Is your breath coming in fast? Have you been hurrying this morning? Or is it a nice, slow, relaxed, gentle breath? So just become aware of your breath for just a moment. And at this time, we'll start with just some gentle breathing exercises. So when you're ready, breathe in through your nose for a count of 3. We're going to hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale either through your mouth or nose for a count of 3. So I'll take you through the first one, and then we'll let you on your own. So let's go. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3. And hold. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. Let the air go out. 1, 2, 3. And let the chin come to your chest. I'm going to ask you to continue with this pattern of breathing for a few more cycles. You might want to think of a word as you're inhaling. A word that I thought of was peace. So if you're inhaling peace, and then maybe you want to exhale comfort or come up with your own word. So inhaling peace, or whatever word you choose, for a count of 3. Holding on to that peace, and exhaling to comfort. It's said that deep breaths are like love notes for your body. The nice deep breath nourishes the muscles and the vital organs in our body. So that's why we always take time to get our breathing slowed down. And the breath also promotes the yoga practice. We're going to start with our eyes. If you would like to, if you're comfortable with closing your eyes gently, or just let your eyes soften and let them rest for just a moment. With all the screen time and TV time that we're having lately, our eyes need a little bit of extra attention. So just let them softly, softly close. And when you're ready, gently open them up. And we're going to soften our eyelids and let them close close again. And let your eyes gently open up. We're going to take our gaze over to the right side of the room that you're in, looking at the ceiling with your eyes. And then we're going to bring them down to the left corner of the room with your eyes. And back to center. We're going to make like an X. We're going to look up to the left ceiling in your room, the left corner of the ceiling. And then back down. And we're going to start with our neck, starting in the center. If you will look to your right. Back to center. Turning to left. To center. And we're going to do that 2 more times. So going to the right. Back to center. To the left. And center. To the right. Center. And to the left. With center. Now we're going to take that right ear toward your right shoulder. Now we're not actually going to touch the ear to your shoulder. We're just going to let it kind of bend gently to the right. And now back to center and to the left. Coming back to center. We're going to let our head go forward, chin to chest. To center, and then as far as you're comfortable, letting your head go back. I know I've been benefiting from doing a shoulder stretch of sorts. It's the praying hands behind the back. And I'd like to show you that. It really opens up your chest here across your shoulders. And when it squeezes your shoulder blades together, I always hear a little bit of sound, which is kind of a relief that things are stretching. So I'm just going to show you. I'm taking my hands together in prayer and just putting them in the middle of my back. And I think you will feel a good stretch there. You want to let your shoulders come apart and your arms spread. And I find that relieves a lot of tension going across the shoulder blade and the top part of your neck. So I do that probably 15 or 20 times a day, just in between, just simply this. And if you can't make it all the way back, that your hands come together, whatever you can do, like start with here. But this, something about this is a shoulder relaxer and trapezius relaxer. And speaking of shoulders, we're gonna get our shoulders warmed up with some forward rolls with our shoulders. I hear a lot of noise with mine. You can do 5 all together to the front, and then we're going to roll it to the back. And then just up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you'll put your right arm out, gently grasp it at the elbow with your left hand, and gently pull it across your chest. And back over again. And your left arm comes out. Take it with the right hand and across your chest. Good. And we'll work on our triceps here. So bring your arm up, bend at the elbow to the middle of your back, and gently take the left hand and just gently pull or a little bit of a stretch. You should be feeling it right in here. A nice stretch. And let it come down. Left arm goes up with a bend and gently pull it across. And let your arms come out to the side. We're going to do the arms over with a hug. And this open up and remember which arm you had on top and reverse it this time. Okay. Good. We're going to do some arm circles now. So arms out, going in whichever direction you want to start in. We'll do 10 in each direction. I'm at number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And you might want to shake them out here a little bit. And put your arms out in front of you. And we're going to do some wrist rolls here. So either side, I'm taking mine out to the right now. And do about 10 of those in each direction. And then the other direction. And just do an open and a close of your fingers. And 5, that's good. If you haven't gone to your mat yet, go ahead and I'll meet you on the mat. If you have a strap, we would be using a strap today to get our legs warmed up. If you don't have a strap at home, that's okay too. You can use a dog leash, you can use a scarf, you can use a jump rope, you can use a tie, whatever you have. I'll meet you here on the mat in just a moment. Here on the mat, we're going to start out in staff position, which you're sitting, legs out in front of you, the legs are flexed, your back is straight, your spine is straight, your head should be up, crown of the head up to the ceiling. We're going to take our strap and put it around our legs, our feet here, and you can hold the strap with both hands. And we're going to walk our hands down to meet our toes. And when you get to the point where you feel that's as far as you can go right now, just take a little stop. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, maybe you can go down a little bit farther. And let your head bend forward with your fold. Take a breath in and come back up again. And we're going to work it down again. Inhale and down to the feet. Exhale and see if you can go a little closer. And let yourself come back up again. We're going to lie down on our back. We'll still need our straps for this. We'll start with our right foot, strap around the right foot. The foot is flexed. The left knee can be bent or out straight. And let your hand pull the strap up so your foot is as comfortable as you can get it with a stretched foot flexed toward the back of the room. You can let this foot come open to the right side, let the leg come open for a nice stretch. Let gravity take care of it. Remembering to breathe in and out. And we're going to bring that leg back up again. And this time we're going to straighten the left leg and let that right foot cross over to the other side. And bring it back up to center. You can lift bend your left knee and insert that foot beside the other one and give that a nice pull back toward the back of your room with feet flexed. And keep the left foot in and let the right foot come down. And we're going to let that left foot go open to the left side for a good stretch. When you feel ready, you can bring that foot back up with the strap and let it come across your body to the right side for a side stretch. And then back up to center. You can put that right foot back in and pull back one more time. And this time we're going to let some momentum take us up if you're comfortable with that. So if you can rock back and then just let yourself rock forward. All right. We're going to bend our right knee. We're going to put our left hand on this right knee, and we're going to come across for a spinal twist, looking over our right shoulder. When you're ready, we're going to switch legs and do it on the other side. Left knee comes up, right hand on knee, gaze looks over left shoulder. That felt like a good stretch. Come on back. Let's put the soles of our feet together for bound angle or the butterfly pose, and let those thighs, see if you can work them down toward the side of the mat. If you're comfortable with letting your hands push them down a little bit, you can, but either way is fine. We're just looking for a nice stretch and a warm-up. Spine is straight, nice and tall, crown of the head to the ceiling. We're just working on getting those thigh muscles stretched out. Okay. Well, we're going to come to tabletop position, so you can move to that position. Tabletop position, hands are spread wide like a starfish hands. Shoulders are over elbows, elbows over wrists. You're about hip distance apart with your knees, and you should be able to look back and not see your toes, but you know that they're back there. So we're going to start with some cat-cows. We're going to do 5 in each direction. With the cow, you inhale and your belly drops. Spine comes up, curves down, gaze looks up. When you exhale for cat, your spine curves up. You kind of push away a little bit, and your head drops down with the exhale. So I'd like you to do 4 more at your own pace in each direction. Inhaling with the cow, exhaling with the cat. Pulling that belly button into your spine and arching that back. We're going to do our spinal balance. So for spinal balance, we're going to reach out with our right hand. Left foot goes back like it's closing the door behind us. The foot is flexed. Head is looking straight ahead. And come back. And left hand goes out. Right foot pushes back. And back to tabletop. Going back to the right hand going out. Left leg pushes back. This time we're going to take that right hand on a diagonal with compass or pointer dog to the left corner of our mat. And bring it back. And down. Left hand goes out. Right foot goes back. When you find your balance, take that left hand over to the right corner of your mat. And back. Feel like you need to take a child's pose. We can do that for just a moment. Toes come together, knees come apart. And take a moment. And we return to tabletop. We're going to engage our core and do just a few stretches here, a few crunches, I'm sorry. So we're going to start with the right knee. It comes into the right elbow and pushes back out. Let's do 3 on each side. That's 2 and 3. And now the left side. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to take our right leg or right foot to the side for a kickstand. And we're going to lift our right hand to the sky. Gaze looks up. And come back down. And we'll do that on the other side. Left foot goes back as a kickstand. Left arm goes up. Gaze looks up to the sky. Open up as far as comfortable for you. And back down. Now we're going to prepare for tiger. So if you'd like to try this, the left foot goes back. Right hand comes around and takes a hold of the dorsal side of the foot with your hand, and you pull back for a stretch. And lift up. And then gently release. And then on the other side, right foot goes back. Left hand comes around to the top of the foot. And if you're able to lift and extend, We all earned another child's pose after that. So come on back to child's pose. From child's pose, we're going to do one more reclined position. So from child's pose, if you just want to come over and turn over to your back. For a moment, just pull your knees into your chest. And let yourself do a windshield wiper with your hips, going from side to side. And let the feet come back down to the mat. Soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to lift our right foot on our left knee for reclined pigeon. If you're comfortable with that, being here is fine. If you want, you can either put your hands behind your knee and pull in for more of a stretch, or you can go on top of your knee and pull back. You'll get more of a stretch here on the side of your hip. So go ahead and hold that for a few moments. And you can return that left foot to the mat. Right foot comes down. Now left foot comes over on top of the right knee. And once again, if you're comfortable like this, good. If you want more of a stretch, you can reach down behind your knee and pull that way. Remembering to breathe in and out. And let your foot come back down. Other foot come over. And you can give yourself another windshield wiper here. Okay, and then we're going to come back to tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to curl our toes and come into our first down dog of the practice today. So curl the toes and lift those hips up. And you can stretch out those legs. We're going to walk that left foot beside our right one in a crossover pattern. And give it a little stretch that way. And we're going to replace it and do the other side with another stretch. From down dog, we're going to come to a forward fold. You can join your arms together like ragdoll arms and let your head hang heavy. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And let yourself go down to a forward fold and pull halfway. When you're ready, come on up slowly. We're gonna point those feet, the toes on either side. Take a breath in, and when you're ready, arms come up to star position. We're going to let our hands come back down again. Feet come together. Going to prepare for mountain. So you want to ground into your feet. Make sure your spine's nice and tall. Your head, the crown of your head, up toward the ceiling. You can put your hands on your hips. You can put your hands to your heart. And let's extend those hands for tall mountain. Remember to engage your core, using all your muscles to stand tall like a mountain. Hands meet together. Hands to heart. And hands on hip. I have asked Fred if he would demonstrate the eagle pose, so he's going to come on over and tell us about the eagle pose.
Okay, for eagle pose, we're going to start out with our feet about hip distance apart. We're going to raise our left arm up in front of us. Take the right arm and wrap it underneath. Put the hands together and try to keep your elbows straight out in front of you. You want to ground into your left foot. Cross your right leg over and gently, if possible, I'm having trouble here, wrap that leg around behind your calf. Or if not, just put it beside your left ankle. A slight bend forward. We'll come back up out of the position. Put both feet down on the mat. Unwrap the arms, and we'll do the other side. So this time you're going to put your right elbow out in front of you. Take that left arm and wrap it around. If you can, put your hands together. Keep those elbows out in front of you. Take your left leg and ground into your right foot. Cross that over in front of you. Either put it to the side of your right ankle, or if you can, wrap it around behind your calf. And you take a slight bend forward. And gradually come up to standing. Unwrap the arms. And hands out to your hips.
Thank you. So we saw our star pose, we saw our eagle pose. We're going to go back to mountain for just a moment. So grounded into the mat again with our feet. Hands on hip. Hands to heart center. Arms go up. This time we're going to take a bend to the right. A nice stretch. And back to the center. And to the left. And back up. Hands to heart center. I'm going to turn around and we're going to put our prayer hands behind our back and see if you can feel a difference or release